The air hung heavy and damp. The scent of moss and decaying leaves filled my nostrils, an unexplored forest in the heart of Romania. This was my playground, a place where few dared to venture. The darkness was absolute, broken only by the faintest glimmer of starlight through the dense canopy above. The silence was a living thing, punctuated by the rustle of unseen creatures and the distant hoot of an owl. I ventured deeper, my boots sinking into the soft earth. Every creak of a branch, every whisper of wind sent a shiver down my spine. This was a place of secrets, ancient and unknown. I was a wildlife photographer, drawn to the unknown. My name is Alex, and I'd spent years chasing shadows, seeking out the unseen wonders of the natural world. My camera was my only companion, my lens an extension of my own eyes. I craved the thrill of capturing the wild beauty that most people only dreamed of. This forest, with its untouched wilderness, called to me. Rumors of strange creatures and unexplained phenomena had circulated for centuries. I was here to document the truth, to separate fact from folklore. Little did I know I was about to stumble upon something far stranger than anything I could have imagined. A low growl echoed through the trees. It was a primal sound, sending a jolt of adrenaline through me. I froze, my hand instinctively reaching for the hunting knife strapped to my belt. My headlamp cut through the darkness, revealing nothing but the gnarled trunks of ancient trees. Then I saw them. 2 points of emerald green fire burned in the darkness. They moved with an eerie grace, weaving between the trees. As they drew closer, I saw the outline of their forms. Wolves, but these were like no wolves I had ever seen before. Their fur shimmered with an otherworldly light, a ghostly green glow that seemed to emanate from within. I lowered my knife, my fear giving way to awe. The wolves moved closer, their glowing forms illuminating the forest floor in an ethereal light. I raised my camera, my finger hovering over the shutter button. I had heard whispers of bioluminescent creatures in these forests, but I had dismissed them as mere legends. Now I was seeing the truth with my own eyes. The wolves paused a few feet away, their luminous gaze fixed on me. I could see now that the glow was caused by a network of bioluminescent fungi growing on their fur. The fungi emitted a soft green light, giving the wolves an almost spectral appearance. It was a symbiotic relationship, a testament to the strange and wonderful ways of nature. Section 5, Hunted by the Light. The spell was broken by a twig snapping under my boot. The lead wolf, a magnificent alpha male with eyes that burned like embers, turned its head towards the sound. Its ears pricked up and a low growl rumbled in its chest. The other wolves followed suit, their glowing bodies tensing. I had been spotted. Instinct took over. I turned and ran, my heart pounding in my chest. The sound of pursuit was instant and terrifying. The glowing wolves were on my trail, their heavy paws pounding the earth behind me. The forest seemed to close in around me, the darkness pressing against me like a suffocating blanket. Section 6, Sanctuary of Stone and Secrets. I scrambled over fallen logs and ducked under low-hanging branches, my lungs burning with exertion. The forest was dense, every step a challenge as I pushed forward, driven by a mix of fear and determination. The air was thick with the scent of pine and damp earth, and the sounds of the forest seemed to close in around me. The glow of the wolves was getting closer. Their eerie light pierced through the darkness, casting long shadows that danced on the forest floor. I could hear their soft growls and the rustling of leaves as they moved with a predatory grace. They were relentless, their senses heightened by the darkness. Each step I took seemed to echo louder, betraying my position. The wolves with their glowing eyes were like phantoms in the night, their presence both mesmerizing and terrifying. Just when I thought I was done for, I spotted a narrow opening in the base of a rocky outcrop. It was almost hidden, camouflaged by the shadows and the natural contours of the rock. Hope surged through me as I made a desperate dash towards it. I squeezed through the opening, scrambling over loose rocks and into the darkness beyond. The space was tight, and I could feel the rough stone scraping against my skin, but I didn't care, I just needed to get away. The cave was small and cramped, but it offered some protection from my pursuers. I could hear the wolves outside, their growls muffled by the thick rock walls. For the first time in what felt like hours, I allowed myself to take a deep breath. I fumbled for my flashlight, my hands shaking with adrenaline. The darkness was oppressive, and I needed to see, to understand where I was. The flashlight felt heavy in my trembling hands, but I managed to switch it on. As the beam flickered to life, it illuminated the cave walls, revealing a series of ancient carvings. The intricate designs told a story, one that seemed both familiar and alien. I traced the lines with my eyes, trying to decipher their meaning, and there, etched into the stone, were images of wolves. Wolves with glowing fur. It was as if the carvings were alive, their eyes following me, their presence palpable. This cave, this sanctuary of stone and secrets, held more mysteries than I could have ever imagined. Section 7. Where shadows dance and vanish. The wolves gathered at the cave entrance, their glowing forms casting eerie shadows on the cave walls. They paced back and forth, their growls echoing through the narrow passage. I watched in terror and fascination as they sniffed at the air, their luminous eyes searching for any sign of me. They seemed agitated, their movements becoming more frantic. Then, as quickly as their aggression had flared, it vanished. The alpha male let out a long, mournful howl, a sound that seemed to reverberate through the very earth itself. The other wolves responded in kind, their howls blending together in a haunting chorus, and then, one by one, they turned and melted away into the darkness. Section 8. The Vanishing Act. I waited in the cave for what felt like hours, my heart slowly returning to its normal rhythm. The darkness enveloped me, and the cold, damp air clung to my skin. I could hear my own breathing, slow and steady, as I tried to calm my racing thoughts. The cave was my sanctuary, a temporary refuge from the unknown dangers lurking outside. The silence was deafening now, broken only by the drip of water from the cave ceiling. Each drop echoed through the cavern, a rhythmic reminder of the passage of time. I found myself counting the seconds between each drip, a futile attempt to measure the interminable wait. The cave seemed to breathe with me, its ancient walls holding secrets of their own. Finally, when I was certain the wolves were gone, I cautiously made my way back outside. The transition from the cave's darkness to the forest's twilight was jarring. I moved slowly, every sense heightened, alert to any sign of movement or sound. The forest felt different now, as if it had shifted in my absence. The forest was still and silent, the air thick with the smell of damp earth and pine needles. The ground was soft beneath my feet, each step a careful negotiation with the forest floor. The trees stood like silent sentinels, their branches swaying gently in the breeze. It was a world transformed, both familiar and alien. I returned to the spot where I'd encountered the wolves, but there was no sign of them. The ground showed no tracks, no evidence of their presence. It was as if they had vanished into thin air, leaving behind only the memory of their haunting eyes and the sound of their howls. It was as if they had never existed. The forest was eerily quiet, devoid of the usual sounds of wildlife. No birds sang, no insects buzzed. It was a silence that felt unnatural, as if the forest itself was holding its breath. The only evidence of their presence was the lingering glow of the bioluminescent fungi, scattered like emerald dust on the forest floor. These tiny beacons of light seemed to pulse with a life of their own, casting an otherworldly glow on the surrounding foliage. It was a sight both beautiful and unsettling, a reminder of the mysteries that lay hidden in the heart of the forest. I had witnessed something truly extraordinary, something that defied explanation. The forest had revealed a glimpse of its hidden depths, a fleeting moment of magic that left me in awe. As I stood there, surrounded by the silent trees and the glowing fungi, I knew that this experience would stay with me forever, a testament to the wonders that lie just beyond the edge of the known world. Section 9. The Unseen Wonder. Back in my makeshift camp, I eagerly reviewed the footage I had captured. My heart sank. The anticipation of capturing something extraordinary had kept me going through the long, cold night. I had hoped to share this wonder with the world, to show them the magic that still exists in the untouched corners of our planet. The camera, blinded by the darkness, had only recorded fleeting glimpses of light and shadow. It was as if the forest itself was guarding its secrets, revealing only what it wanted to be seen. The mysterious movements, the play of light and dark, all seemed to be part of a grander design, one that my camera could not capture. The ethereal glow of the wolves, so vivid in my memory, was nowhere to be seen. It was a sight that defied explanation, a phenomenon that seemed to exist only in the realm of the unseen. The wolves, with their otherworldly luminescence, had left an indelible mark on my soul. The world would have to take my word for it. I knew that without concrete evidence, my story would be met with skepticism. But I also knew that some things are beyond the reach of technology, beyond the grasp of our understanding. But even without the photographic evidence, I knew what I had seen. The experience was real, the wonder undeniable. It was a reminder that there are still mysteries in this world, still wonders that elude our attempts to capture and categorize them. The glowing wolves of the Romanian forest would forever be etched in my memory, a testament to the boundless wonders that still lie hidden in the shadows of our world. They were a symbol of the magic that still exists, waiting to be discovered by those who dare to venture into the unknown, the unseen, the unexplained. These are the things that keep us exploring, keep us questioning, keep us pushing the boundaries of our understanding. They remind us that the world is full of surprises, full of wonders that we have yet to uncover. Keep us in awe of the natural world. It is this sense of wonder, this drive to explore and discover, that keeps the spirit of adventure alive in all of us.